Sit back, relax, grab a drink, and enjoy today's Get Ready With Me. Today I'm going to be getting ready with this palette and creating this look. I'm going to show you how I got it, so keep watching if you want to see how I got it and also my opinions on the palette. I am so excited to create a look with the Conspiracy palette. It literally just came this morning. I don't know what I'm going to do because if you haven't seen it yet, first of all, I love the way it opens. So beautiful. But look at these colors. There's so many fun colors. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to be doing a Get Ready With Me. So if you just want to see what I do with the eyeshadow palette, I will put a timestamp here so you can just go ahead and skip forward to that part. But if you're staying with me for the long haul, let's get started. I already toned my face using my Dickinson's Witch Hazel toner, which I love. It's very light. Just, I mean, all you really want is the Witch Hazel. And I'm going to use the CeraVe under eye cream because, you know, gotta keep it hydrated. I would say the word that everyone hates, but I'm not going to say it. We'll just leave it with hydrated. We're going to leave things hydrated. I'm going to use, this one is... the packaging is falling off, but whatever. It is the First Aid Beauty Face Cream Moisturizer, and it has SPF 30 since I am going to be out and about today. I always like to use SPF if I'm leaving the house, even if it's an overcast day, because, you know, those harmful rays are still coming through, even in Washington State. I'm so excited to dip into the palette. Like, I want to skip forward to that part. I am just honestly lucky that it even came. Oh my gosh. Let me just tell you guys. Getting this palette was not easy. I'm going to use my NYX Fluff and Fill brow pencil. I'll be using my Pick Mirror, except it's not here yet. I did order it from Beautylish, is the same place that I ordered the palette from, and I got the palette today. Side note, I love this brow pencil because it just goes on so smooth and just creates my favorite brow. So I highly recommend if you've been wanting a good one. And it's also pretty affordable too. So to get the palette though, I had to order from Beautylish because I was trying to get it from Jeffree's website and also from Morphe, and it just kept saying like error, error, error. Like, if you guys try to get the palette, you already know it was just like a day of error, right? I finally was like, oh yeah, what's that other site that Jeffree talked about? And I was like, Beautylish, because I'd never heard of Beautylish before. So I went there, and sure enough, they had some. I was like, oh my gosh. So I hurried and checked out, and I got it, and I was like, yes. And then everything else was like sold out, but I saw the mirror, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So I went and bought the mirror separately because I did not want to lose the palette, so I completely just checked out with the palettes. I was like, if I lose everything else, I'm not going to lose the palettes, so I will go back in to try to get, you know, other things. So I went back in, I was able to get the mirror, and then I was like, okay, well, I want the lipsticks. But the lipsticks, I was trying to add a couple individual ones, and they just kept coming out of my cart because it was like they were already sold out. So I tried to get the bundle was already sold out. So I was like, okay, Morphe was already sold out, and the Jeffree Star's website was still not working. So I tried for hours. I finally got through, like, probably 4 or 5 hours after the initial launch onto Jeffree's website, and I was able to snag the lipstick bundle. But unfortunately, that's not here yet either. I for sure will do another look with this palette if you guys would love to see that. And then I will show you guys the lipsticks at the same time because this is going to be just the palette today. I was just too excited to wait for the lipsticks to get here. I am really excited for the lipsticks. They look really cute. The colors are like beautiful. This palette is for sure the fanciest palette I've ever felt. It just feels so luxe in your hands. Like, it's amazing. My brows are being kind of okay today, so we love them. And I'm going to actually put on my NYX eyebrow mascara as well, just to bring them a little more color. And if you want like a really quick brow, I've said this before, but in case this is your first time watching me, I would totally recommend just getting even this eyebrow mascara. Because it can give color to your brow without a lot of effort. So definitely love that. I'm going to fluff out the front a little bit with the little paddle brush that it gives on this. The brows are pretty good today. They didn't go totally wild and crazy on their own, but I like to clean them up with a Q-tip still a little bit. Okay, so we got the brows going. I'm going to use my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. It's one of my favorite go-to foundations just because it gives a decent amount of coverage without feeling like gross on your skin, which is always a bonus, right? So now that I have that all on, I'm going to use my Age Rewind Dark Eraser by Maybelline. It's definitely my favorite drugstore brand concealer. It feels pretty lightweight and nice on your skin, but it also gives a good amount of coverage. And I'm going to put this under my eye, a little in the Cupid's bow on the chin, here on the side to carve that out a little. And I have a little few spots that have not been liking me, so I'm going to put a little concealer on those spots just to give a little extra coverage, and a little bit up the nose to give it a little highlight. And I am using this in the shade Fair. So let me blend this all out. Really beat your face with the blender. That's the goal. I find it relaxing. Hi, Georgia. Oh my gosh, this is Miss Georgie. She's giving me kisses on my arm. She's never not wanting to kiss me, I swear. Okay, I am going to set it with the Do You by Too Faced, the translucent pearl. I like it because it doesn't seem to get cakey and it seems to keep you really hydrated. So that is always a bonus, right? And I put that under my eye. I put a little bit into the spots that I just put the concealer as well. And up the nose. And it just gives a little extra brightness too, since it has like that pearlescent. Is that even a word? Pearlescent? Iridescentness to it. Gonna bronze my face up using the Hoola bronzer and my Real Techniques Deluxe Contour Brush. Put it up along the forehead also to give myself a little bit of a snatched appearance. All right, and I pinch it, go on the sides of my nose as well. That's how I like to do it, just quick and easy, boop. A little bit on the chin. Making those lips help too, I've realized. And now I'm gonna use the Becca highlighter. I have it in the color Opal. I still have the sample size. It has lasted forever. So I do want to buy it though, probably whenever it does run out finally. Because I really like it. It's just a nice shade and it just gives it extra little brightness without being like too crazy. Boo. We got it. Now that all of our face is caked away, I'm gonna just let that stuff sit while we dive into the palette. Oh, but you know, my lips are feeling kind of like they need some chapstick. I wish I would have been able to get the Shane Dawson chapstick, but that sold out so fast too. So just a little standard chapstick I already have. I think I have decided what I'm gonna do, but we are going to put ranch underneath my brow bone and I'm gonna put it into my inner corners. Oh my gosh, do you guys see that? I'm not even like, okay, that's good. That's really good. Love a good white shade. It just really is a good brightener for inner corners and brow bones. And this one is just honestly stunning. It has just an ever slight shimmer, nothing crazy. I can already tell you this is going to be a go-to now for my brow bone. Oh my god, I just love it. So, oh, got it in my eyeball. Not good. Reject. So now that we got all that brightness going on, we are going to do our transition shade. And I'm just going to use one of my fluffy brushes from Real Techniques that I absolutely love. And we are going to use the shade Tanacon right there. A pretty shade. Well, it looks really pretty at least. Ooh, there was a decent amount of fallout is the only thing I could say. See, when I went to dip into that, I don't know if you guys can see. There's a decent amount of fallout there. So that is the only thing I have to say so far. Ooh, but it is a nice shade. And it goes on so smoothly, which is really nice. It just feels like a butter. Oh yeah, this is a good transition shade. It really is a perfect kind of tan shade. I'm going to bring it up a little bit over to the white just to kind of blend it out. I'm not going to put any more of the Tanacon shade on my brush, but just kind of like lightly going over it just to kind of blend it out. See, and now I'm going to take that same brush and the same Tanacon shade and I'm going to pinch it, and then we're going to go to the under eye and add a little along the lash line. Okay, yes, I'm liking this so far. Now I'm going to bring in my deep color and I'm going to use this burgundy color, which is something that it's like a, I don't know what you would even call it. It's like a really pretty purpley burgundy color, but it's called Not a Fact right there. And we are going to put that into my crease. Wish me luck. Let's see. Ooh, this shade is pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. This is unusual for me, so this is like crazy, but I love it for something different. But to me, this is kind of a nice wintry look, fall look. I mean, really any kind of season, but I wanted to do something still warm and rich since it is like a good little fall vibe. Okay. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm gonna pat on a little more color into the outer edge here to give us a little more pigment. Oh yeah, I like it. I blend it out a little bit more here at the top. And I'll be back with you in a moment. I'm going to do the other eye and we will continue on. So now I'm going to cut the crease, and I do it for my hooded eyes. I take a little bit of concealer and I put it onto my lid, and then I just look up and get a little transfer up there so I know where to cut it. And I had a little ranch on my brush still, so it's going with ranch. Which is perfect though, because that's what I wanted to do for my first shade. So thanks for saving me time, brush. Good, good. Let's do the other side now. I'm gonna add a little more ranch to this side because there's really any ranch over here. It's so funny to say I'm gonna add ranch to my eye look. Like, I just love the names. Now that we got that, I'm gonna take Just a Theory right there, and I'm gonna put it right there in the middle. Ooh, I like this shade. It's a really nice like champagne-y color. Really pretty. I like how it's going from like ranch to the sleep paralysis. I think that looks really pretty. Just a nice like ombre kind of effect. And I think I'm gonna just do one more thing. I take my brush, and the one that we did, the Not a Fact, this purpley color, and just kind of fan out the edges here a little bit. Blend it a little more, just so it's not so harsh. On my lower lash line, I'm going to take a little bit of Just a Theory, so I have a little sparkle down there as well, because why not? And I'm going to take a little bit of Diet Root Beer right here, this a little bit darker shade than Tannicon, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line too, just to deepen it up a little bit more. I really like this shade. It's a nice brown shade. I'm really loving these colors. And I actually have a lipstick that we're going to use. I think it'll be a pretty good shade match actually. Let's do our lashes. Well, actually first, let's dust off our extra baking. We've been baking and the cake is ready. I had to take a Totino's pizza roll break. Oh yes, we live. Okay, now I'm gonna spray myself down real quick with some Mario Badescu spray. Use the Voluminous Base by L'Oreal. I love this because it gives this extra volume to my lashes that don't have much volume as it is. And I still go in after and use the L'Oreal Double Extend, but using this first, I feel like it gives me a little bit more vavoom. I'm gonna double extend, and the reason why I like to use the double extend is because the way that this mascara comes off is like in little tubes. So since my eyes tend to water, I usually with most mascaras would end up with smeared mascara halfway through the day, and that's not a cute look for anyone. So this mascara right here prevents that. It doesn't come off until I actually wash it off, and I never have to deal with a smeared mascara again. So I definitely recommend, if you have trouble with that, or even if you just want an easy cleanup at the end of the night, it's so much easier because you don't have all of the stained mascara all over your face that you're like fighting and trying to get off your skin. So highly recommend this one. Okay, so now I put the lashes on. In case you're wondering what lashes I'm wearing the Kiss Blowout Ching-Ons, which are my favorite because they give you a nice little glam look without being like too overdone. And I am really loving the eye look. I swear, once you put lashes on, it just instantly makes any eye look 10 times better. But I'm super happy with it. Now let's see. Now this is going to be a little bit extreme because normally I don't do a bold eye and a bold lip. I usually do one or the other. But I figured in spirit of how fun this palette is, I needed to make it a little funner. And this is Too Faced Melted Lipstick in the color Berry. Loving the lip actually with this eye color. It's just kind of fun. Different like berry tones. It's definitely a fun look, something a little bit different than I normally do. So I really love the look. I love the colors in the palette. The only thing I have to say, that Tanacon shade did have fallout and the Diet Root Beer did. But the other shades, Elisa, that I've played with, and I played with Just a Theory, Not a Fact, What's the Tea, Ranch, none of those had a fallout, so I guess just a few of them do have a fallout. Just keep that in mind if that's something that really bothers you. Then besides that, I think the colors are super rich, super pigmented, very beautiful, good variety of shades. That personally wouldn't deter me from this palette just because it is still such a fun palette and so pigmented. That is my 2 cents on the palette. Packaging is of course like just so fun and amazing. Absolutely love that too. Please comment below if you'd like to see another look with this palette very soon. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like it if you enjoyed it, and remember to just be you. Bye guys.